Welcome back, everyone, to the LA Angels franchise. Season 3 playoffs underway. We're in the divisional round here, hosting the Detroit Tigers, my Detroit Tigers. And I gotta say, I think we have a really good chance at sweeping these guys. We took a look at the roster preview in the episode before this one, and I'm really not all that impressed. So, quite frankly, I don't really know how they got here. But they're here. They're the team that stands in our way. So let's advance to the next round, right? Well, bottom two, we get a base hit here from Alex Verdugo. First really bit of gameplay that we've seen here from Doogie. Then we got a 2-1 pitch here to Spencer Horwitz. That will be a base hit right past Javi Baez. And we've got now runners on first and second with only one out. Sung-Chae Chang, base hit down the right field line. Riley Green in the corner. Got to get this thing in quickly. Not in time, though. It's a run-scoring double for Sung-Chae Chang. Gotta love that, especially with the guy lower in the order coming through in that way. Base hit here for Zach Neto. Got another run scoring here. No, we don't. We didn't push it? Wow, that's surprising. I forgot my own edit. What about Sung-Chae Chang again? Base hit, maybe, potentially. Javi Baez, little dive there. Great play. He's always known for his glove. Maybe not necessarily his bat, but a run will score, guys. It is 2-0. We're going to strike out Jake Rogers. Detmers has been really good here in the fifth inning. Another strikeout here on Ty France. New Detroit Tiger there as we've gone ahead in years in this franchise series. And then we got Colt Keith grounding out to Sean Fuentes, and that will do it for the top of the fifth inning. We're going to go ahead and skip to the top of the sixth. We got Riley Green striking out. That's another strikeout there for Reed Detmers, his sixth of the ball game. And then Kerry Carpenter, little fastball high and inside. He absolutely nuked that baby. That is gone. That is way gone. It is now 2-1. 431 feet for his second home run of the postseason. And we'll skip ahead. He does get out of that inning, but Jose Soriano comes in the top of the seventh and gives up a 1-1 double to Randall Grichuk. This is kind of funny for those that have been here for a long time on this channel. Everybody knows the first ever MLB The Show series that I started was a Detroit Tigers series back in 2017. Randall Grichuk was one of my players when we started that series. So kind of funny that it's all coming full circle here, but Ty France moves the runner over. Javi Baez knocks him in, and he gets super aggressive here, rolling in with an RBI double. Tigers tie this thing up 2-2. So I was talking some mad crap about the Detroit Tigers here, as if they didn't belong. Well, it's 2-2, and I'm starting to eat my words. Soriano gives up the lead. He does strike out the batter there to end the inning. Sean Fuentes rips a base hit, rips a double right down the third base line. He'll slide in safely at second base. That is good for a leadoff double. That's what I like to see from our lower part of the order for these guys. So we do have one out here now in the bottom of the seventh. Base hit here by Nolan Shawnowell. And that's another double. So two doubles in the inning leads to another run here for LA. We're up 3-2 late in the game, and we're going to skip all the way ahead, guys. So the top of the ninth is Joel Payamps is coming in to try to slam the door, shut it down. Still a 3-2 game. 46 saves and 51 opportunities. He has been mad good this year, but a first pitch hacking Matt Vierling. That's a base hits leadoff variety. We got to go get Randall Grichuk. We do get him. It's a strikeout here. It's a big one. Now we're in a double play spot here. Got to shoot for the ball on the ground. Robert Valentine, youngster. Guy that they drafted just a season ago. He's in the big leagues, and he comes up in the postseason with perhaps the biggest hit of his life. Base hit in the gap. It's a double. Tigers will tie this thing up. That hurts, especially because Valentine was on our board a little while ago. Tigers were ahead of us in the draft order. They ended up taking him. But we've got our own hot-hitting catcher here, Jerome Morris, and we'll talk about him in the offseason, see if he's going to be able to hang in the spring training. But you know what? That's a long way away. We're here right now in the divisional round. We got to get it done here. We got to get this Game 1 victory. But Payamps will blow the save. which is unfortunate because the man had 46 saves, 51 chances. He blew 5 last year. It's not terrible, but he was just a little off here in this appearance. Base hit here for Christian Yelich, so he gets us started here in the bottom of the 9th. We are stealing, and that's a fly ball, but I think it's going to land, and that was close. Riley Green could have made a play there, could have dove, but the steal worked. The hit and run worked. Got a base hit, man in motion. Now we got runners on the corners for Mike Trout, who fouls this pitch off, and we got a chance to walk it off here. Base hits, ground ball. He can beat out a double play opportunity there. Fly ball will do it too. Just got to get Yelich in somehow, some way. And Trout, one of the best hitters in baseball, he can figure this out, can he? But with 2 strikes, we know that the computer, they love to throw us the slider outside, and we weren't ready for the fastball. We weren't ready for it. And Trout strikes out. Oh, Hoppy strikes out. And the Angels can't get it done in a crucial spot there with runners on the corners with 1 out. And we can't walk it off. So we're going to turn here to the top of the 10th. And look at Zach Neto with the dive. He's going to nab Riley Green at first. What a play, especially when there was so much traffic there. You had Fuentes diving. You had Neto diving. Neto came up with the baseball. Now we got Kerry Carpenter, who's been a thorn in our side in this game. Had a solo home run, and then this one, a base hit up the middle. Runner's going to score. Trout having trouble out there in the outfield, man. He has not been able to make a throw from there. We've not been able to nab a runner. Ever since I changed from MLB 23, and really every MLB series that I've done, I've changed the fielding mechanic, just the button press. I can't throw anybody out from the outfield. I mean, I'm thinking about turning it back to meter because nobody makes any accurate throws when I just do the button press. But we do have a base hit here, guys. Double play, though, for Zach Neto. He's got to be able to beat this thing out, but he cannot. And the game is over, man. Game's over. Angels will lose game number 1. Such an Angels thing to do, isn't it? Jeez, dude. Detroit comes in as the underdog. They get the victory here in game number 1. Kerry Carpenter was your player of the game. 3 for 5, a home run, and 2 ribbies. And Wilmer Flores did a job out of the bullpen, pitching 4 innings in that game. So we will simulate game number 2. If Detroit went up 2-0, of course, it's the divisional round. 1st to 3 is your winner of the series. So if Detroit won that game, game 2, then, of course, game 3 we're going to play. And then, yeah, from that point forward, we're going to play. But we got the victory here 1-0. So, again, the offense just kind of doing some weird things here. We're just spotty. We're very, very spotty. So the series is tied, and I like to use Sim to break the tie. Then we know exactly what we're up against here going into game at number 4. And the Angels will win. 6 runs in the first inning, then 3 in the 4th. We scored 15 runs here in this one, guys. It was an absolute massacre. So in Sim, we're pretty darn good. 5 innings in the 6th inning, too. We got to Tarek Skubal as well. He had no chance against that heavy right-handed hitting lineup. We love hitting against left-handers. That's kind of our strength. Neto can hit lefties really well. Ohapi, of course, I think he's got like 99 power against left-handers. Then you got Trout in there. You got Sean Fuentes, who had a great game, as you saw in the box score. So, yeah, we like hitting against left-handers. Not so much right-handed hitters. Take a look at what we got going on here. So we got the top of the 4th inning. We're up 2-1 in Detroit, in Detroit. We have a chance to close out Detroit, but Jake Rogers in a 0-0 game comes through, hits that all the way into the left field corner. Can't get the ball back in. It was just too deep. And there you go. So it is a 1-0 game at Detroit. Man on first base. Nolan Shonowell draws a walk. That was a pretty tight pitch. It could have been called either way. But now we got Mike Trout up in a 1-2 count. And it's a ground ball. Hard hit to Colt Keith. He'll make the throw back over to second for Javi Baez. And that's it. All right, top of the 6th. Base hit here for Vierling. Trout got to make a throw to third. Can he do it? No, it's a little off. Of course it is, because we just talked about that. And then Vierling takes second. So super aggressive move there from Vierling. But Detroit is in business here with Randall Grichuk up, and it's a line drive base hit. That should score 2 runs. It is 3-0 Tigers at home in Comerica. I'm sure it's rocking out there. Normally, whenever Tigers baseball gets really, really interesting, those fans are ready to rock and roll, man. I love my city. Sung-Chae Cheng rounds out Baez with a nice throw. Good play, but I don't think that he got him. I think Cheng was safe, and as you can see, Ron Washington does challenge, and Cheng was safe. So Yelich comes through in the clutch here this time. Top 7th man on base. Good hustle from Sung-Chae Cheng, just to give Yelly a chance for a Yelly bomb. A 2-run Yelly bomb. 375 on the distance. Hit it hard, hit it far. It's long gone. So Tigers still holding on to that 3-2 lead in the top of the 8th. Oh my goodness! No way! O'Hoppe just absolutely mashed the ball right off of Austin Adams' neck. Or it could have been his shoulder. And then Emmanuel Rivera somehow had the wherewithal off the deflection. Boom! Right off of the non-throwing shoulder. And then it's just right to Emmanuel Rivera. He's got no issues tracking that and making the catch. That's how you know that we were not meant to win this series. And then I'm so flustered that I'm swinging at stuff with Horwitz that he has no chance to even touch. So now it's Alex Lang time. He shut us down in the last game. We had in gameplay. Let's see if he can slam the door here, as the graphic says there on the updated Jumbotron there. But we got Sean Fuentes coming up with 2 outs. We will pinch hit here for Taylor Ward. We just like his contact numbers a little bit better against righties, and it didn't work out. So Taylor Ward on the bench here today. Pinch hitting, tough spot to be in, but Detroit will get a victory behind the great outing by Matt Manning. Only 3 walks, 5 innings, 2 hits given up by Mr. Matt Manning. So it has been a back-and-forth series. A lot of close battles other than Game 3, where we win 15-6. So we got Chris Paddock on the mound here. He pitched in game number 2, so he's got enough rest with his arm. He's ready to rock and roll here. Casey Mize, 1 2/3 innings pitched in the postseason. I think we'll get to him here. What do you guys think? I think we'll get to him here. That's a base hit for Mike Trout. About time that we see him get on base here in this series. 3-2 pitch to O'Hoppe. That's a deep drive to right field. Riley Green giving chase, looking up, looking back. It is gone. 2-run shot for Logan O'Hoppe. Again, he likes hitting against left-handers a little bit more, but man, he's got some power against righties too. Casey Mize gives up the 2-run shot. 3-4 hitters getting it done for the first time in this series in gameplay. Mike Trout looking up. That baby's gone. Riley Green with a solo shot into the grassy knoll. That's what I'm going to call it out there. I'm sure that there's a more official title for that, but I'm not an Angels person. You guys are going to have to tell me, if anybody's out there watching in LA, what that's called. But Mike Trout showing shades of 2012 Mike Trout. What a catch out there. Kerry Carpenter gets shut down. Of course, Riley Green with the solo shot. Robert Valentine strikes out. Ty France, base hit here in the top of the 5th, and oh my goodness, Alex Verdugo. That's why we got him out there in right field, man. He's got the gun. He's got a good arm. Colt Keith just got absolutely hosed out there from right field. Good tag by Sean Fuentes as well. Man on first base for Javi Baez. That is right down the line. Runners now on first and second. They're not going to get aggressive here. I think they respect their outfield arms now. They're not going to push it here. But Baez had a pretty good divisional series for Detroit. Verdugo giving chase off the bat from Baddoo. He's at the wall, at the warning track. And that could have been really, really, really bad. And Baddoo knows it. He missed an opportunity to hit a 3-run jack. And that's when we're going to make him pay. Perfect here in the bottom of the 5th for Christian Yelich. Another Yelly bomb. This one to the opposite field. Angels will take a 2-run lead. It is now 3-1. Mike Trout, what do you got? We got another perfect. It's headed out to the wall. It's going to bounce off the wall. He's going to get a 1-out double. Angels starting to find their groove here against Casey Mize. So we got to knock Trouty in here. And that will be a line drive over Matt Vierling's head. Off the bat of Logan O'Hoppe. We are going to send Trout from second, rounding third, headed for home. Here comes the throw from Baez. Not in time. Trout scores from second off the hard-hit ball from Logan O'Hoppe. And we're going to jump here to the top of the sixth as Chris Paddock yet again gives up another shot to Riley Green. And honestly, that might be it for Chris Paddock. It's getting a little too close here for my liking. So we're going to put in Ben Joyce. 2 2/3 innings pitched here in the postseason. We are in the top of the seventh in a little bit of a jam here for Ben Joyce. Full count pitch after blowing that fastball right by Baez. We're going to try it again, and he doesn't even offer at it. And of course, Baez being the passionate player that he is, he's all pissed off about the call, but man, that is definitely a strike. Go look at it. Little bouncing ball here, and O'Hoppe with the throw down to third. Man, they just keep getting aggressive. Colt Keith is thrown out at third for the second time in the game. And then we make him pay for that decision, too. Spencer Horwitz. Perfect. That baby's gone. 2-run shot. It is 6-2. 435. That's a moonshot. That's a big fly for sure. Almost 110 exit velo for Spencer Horwitz. He got every part of that baseball. Boom! Goodbye. So in this 2-2 series tie, Angels with a 4-run lead, and then Sung-Chae Chen looks like he wants a double. Nope, we're going to hang out there for a single instead. It's a pretty good play out there by Vierling. But then we've got Sean Fuentes here in the bottom of the eighth. That's a gap shot, but Du's got to make this throw back in. We're rounding third, headed for home. Sung-Chae Chang is in. It is 7-2 LA. And Fuentes says, what about me? What about now? Baez strikes out. Hunter Harvey checks into the game. He clutches up, gets it done. The Angels have defeated the Tigers, and we're advancing to the ALCS. It's a beautiful sight, man. It's a beautiful sight. It's taken us a little bit here. Season 3, putting this team together, had some solid drafts, right? We've got Sean Fuentes making an impact, some solid trades, like Chang coming through. We've believed in some guys like Neto and Shawnuel. Chris Paddock has come in through free agency. Christian Yelich came in through a trade from Patrick Sandoval to the Brewers. It's been a good build. It's been a good build so far. We're in the ALCS, guys. And we'll be taking on the Minnesota Twins, another AL Central opponent. And just taking a look at their squad, I mean, they are really good. They won over 100 games this season. I think the official number was 105? 105 wins for the Minnesota Twins. They're really good. And you know what? If we go into the ninth inning losing, then we got to get Joan Duran. 50-plus saves this year. I mean, look at this roster. Jeffers can hit the ball out of the ballpark. You got Kirilov, who's pretty good. You got Julien. You got Lewis and Muncy. Of course, he can get into one. You got Correa, who's up to an 85. And Rosario is a clutch hitter. Buxton. So, I mean, outside of their pitching, it's a pretty... Yeah, look at 105 wins, guys. 105 wins for the Minnesota Twins. Crazy numbers. They're a very, very good team. They're a very complete team. Again, most of their hitters kind of hover in that 80 to low 80s range. So as far as overalls go, I'm not too concerned with that. But they got a lot of power in those bats, and their pitching is very, very good. So we got our work cut out for us here. Leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.